What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve Natto, and for today's video, we finally got in the Fossil colorway of the Stussy Nike Spiridon Cage 2. So I wanted to do a full dedicated video to this colorway right here. I already put up my review on the pure platinum colorway, but decided to bring it back out for this video to do a slight comparison and show you guys some of the differences between the two colorways. These did drop back on April 3rd and were pretty limited, but I was able to grab both pairs and really glad to have them. They're a really cool sneaker. I thought the Pure Platinum one was a lot better in hand than I originally thought, and definitely a good sneaker all around, so I'm excited to dive into this colorway. It's a little bit different in terms of materials and styling for it, but we'll dive into it, take a full look at the shoe, both up close and on feet. So I'm glad to have you all here today. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the channel. I'm actually here almost every single day talking sneakers, showing you guys my new pickups like this, so glad to have you, and I hope to see you guys back again real soon. But for now and for the video here today, we're going to dive into this Fossil colorway of the Stussy Nike Spiridon Cage 2. So without wasting any more time, let's jump into today's video. And now here we are with the Air Zoom Spiridon Cage 2 by Stussy at Nike. And again, this Fossil colorway was the one that people were really looking to pick up. It seemed a bit more difficult to get than the Pure Platinum colorway. However, the Pure Platinum one is still very, very nice. So be sure to check out that video if you guys have not already. But as you can see, the boxes are the same. So I will just show you the Fossil one real quick if you haven't checked out the other one. On the tag here, we see Air Zoom Spiridon Cage 2 by Stussy and Nike in the Fossil Black and Fossil colorway. Again, for that retail price of $160. And then a little bit more on the box is, on the top, it's got this Nike logo. And then on the sides, it does say Stussy. So pretty cool. And then on the inside, it comes with a couple different types of paper. One is this kind of like grass outdoors design. And then the pattern goes all throughout the paper, but then the inside is also just regular white paper as well. So nice little attention to detail on the boxes here, but now we'll get into the shoes. And now moving into the shoe itself. So if we start down at the bottom, you got an interesting looking outsole here, which is basically a little bit of this black kind of hard plastic over top the rest of the midsole. You got a little black piece in the middle for midsole support. You got some more of the same type of material on the midsole moving all the way up through the front of it. And then as we move up to the upper here, it's kind of made up of sort of a canvas material and some mesh, all in this same sort of light beige color with a small black Nike swoosh. So you can see the mesh on the panel right behind the swoosh, but then some of the canvas material right kind of towards the back here. And then as we move up to the front, you got another little canvas hit there, and then more mesh around the toe box with another little black Nike swoosh, going up to these laces all the way up on the tongue. And that is going to round out the lateral view, but I think it looks pretty clean and is a little bit different than the Pure Platinum colorway in that the Pure Platinum is just entirely kind of all mesh, where this one does have some more canvas material on it. Next, onto the front view here, you got some of that outsole and midsole peeking through on the very top of the toe. You got Stussy written there in black with a couple little dots. And then you move up to the actual toe box. You can see a better look at that black Nike swoosh. This mesh overlaid tongue with the laces going all throughout. And then at the top of the tongue, you got the Stussy logo right there. You got a small pull tab at the top and Stussy written there again, leading all the way up to the top of the sneaker. So pretty similar to the Pure Platinum colorway, but again, this Fossil one is just all that kind of light beige color. Onto the medial now, nothing really changes, just the positioning is a little bit different. So again, you got that mesh and the canvas and that black Nike swoosh. And then you moved back towards the back. You can see there's a little kind of opening on the side here between where your ankle is and the rest of the sneaker. The rest of the midsole is the same in terms of that kind of black styling on the back. And now we'll take a peek at the back of the sneaker. So here you got that same material wrapping all the way around the back of the heel. You got Zoom Air written on the bottom in black and white. The rest of that styling on the very bottom of the midsole / outsole is the same. And then you got two Stussy hits on the very back in black writing. Next up, getting the shoes loosened up a little bit to look inside the sneakers. On the inner lining, you can see it's the same color as the rest of the shoe. The insole itself is the same color as well. And then you got Zoom Air and the Nike swoosh in black right on the heel. And then as you move inside the sneaker, on the back of the tongue is the size tag, so it's going to be a little difficult to see, but if we focus in there, you can get a shot at the numbers and information. And one thing I will point out, you can see the elastic on the side is that the tongue is completely connected to the rest of the shoe, so it's not its own sort of piece of material here. It's not separated. It is entirely one kind of inner piece for the sneaker. And now lastly here for the outsole is actually pretty cool. It's an interesting design and a little bit different than, most outsoles we see on sneakers here. So on the bottom here, you got lots of designs and lots of things happening. So you got BRS 1000, the Stussy logo, and then the kind of beige design with some black stripes going through it. You got a break in the middle, but you can see a plate kind of right here in the middle for support. And then up at the top, you got more of the same color, a couple little holes, and then a black piece with a Nike swoosh at the very top. And then the kind of window inside this black piece at the top is the same design as the paper inside the shoes. So it's a little hard to see on camera, but that is what they were going for. So it's pretty cool and pretty clean, interesting design on the Spiridon Cage 2. Although now that is gonna wrap up the up close and in-depth look at the Nike Stussy Spiridon Cage 2. So now it's time to get these laced up and I'll show you guys what they look like on feet. All right, so now there we have it for the Stussy Nike Air Zoom Spiridon Cage 2 in the Fossil colorway. So wrapping it up, I feel like I gotta say I'm a fan of these a little bit more than the Pure Platinum colorway. Both are a very solid sneaker, but I gotta say one that I'm not the most thrilled with. I think overall they did a really good job, but I don't think the on feet quite does it for me. I said it for the Pure Platinum color, and this one was a little bit better in my eyes, but still not the greatest looking sneaker on feet. From what I could tell and my opinions on it, I feel like this colorway is a lot better and gonna be one that's really good for the summer. So I think people are gonna really attract to this one and kind of maybe even forget about this colorway as a whole. This one was really cool. It did have the complete 3M upper that I showed in that video. This one does not have any kind of reflective material on it. So that was another difference between this pair and that pair. But if we get into the specifics here, I will say, in my opinion, I think it does fit true to size. If anything, it does fit slightly big. And comparing these two for what I got, I had to get this one in a half size too big for me because it was selling out so fast and this was the only size I could get. So this one was definitely a bit bigger on me. I did like the true to size fit on this one here. I really would not recommend going up a half size. If anything, go true to size or down a half size because that fit will get you a more correct fit rather than going up. In terms of comfort though, this one was actually very, very comfortable. I mean, both as a whole, it's a very good and comfortable sneaker. It's pretty lightweight as well, not too heavy. So I think it's a good silhouette all around. So if it's something that you like, this is definitely a good sneaker. Resale prices are actually not even that high on them either. I expected them to be a little bit higher and they've sort of come down, maybe due to, kind of prices falling as a whole at the current point in time right now. But if you're looking to grab them, now is probably a decent shot to be able to pick them up. But overall, if I had to kind of wrap this up and give you guys my final thoughts and opinion on it here, I would say my final rating on a scale out of 10, I gave these ones an 8 out of 10. I think I'm going to give these an 8.5 out of 10. I like them a little bit better, but still don't think they're quite in the 9 range for me. It's still a really good shoe. $160 at retail price is not bad at all things considered here. So that's it. That's kind of my rating and opinion here, but let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Did you pick up either of these? Are you looking to pick them up in the future? Aside from that, you guys can follow me on social media or chat with me over there. The link will be in the description down below to all of my social media channels. But I want to thank you again for stopping by. Like I said earlier in the video today, I am here almost every single day talking sneakers, showing you guys my new pickups. So I want to thank you again for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in the future. But that's it for today. We're going to cut it here. So thanks one more time, and I'll see you guys real soon on the next video.